Blog Talk Radio.
Okay, this your boy Big T from Extreme Sports. Tell you about all our shows right here on Extreme Radio. You can catch us on www.spreaker.com/user/BIGGTYML72. You can also catch me, your boy Big T, Extreme Sports, featuring your boys King C's, Marvin Matt, LC, E-Dub. You can also catch my boy J Real for J Real Hip Hop Show, playing all the local artists around the world right here on Spreaker.com. You can also catch my girl Tanya Staley on Political Nation right here on Spreaker.com. Catch Extreme Radio all on the major apps: iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Castbox app, SoundCloud app, all the major apps around the world. Don't forget, your guys, Extreme Radio, www.spreaker.com/user/BIGGTYML72. And you also can catch us by calling in at 919-335-3988. Your boys at Extreme Radio.
J. Pooh.
Good morning, everyone. This is your fabulous host, Jamila, and I am back with another one. But before I get started this morning, I would like to also introduce my co-host for this morning, LC. Good morning, LC. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good. What a lovely day.
First of all, I want to start off by thanking you for coming again today. If you don't know about Success, now, if you forgot, Success is about business venues or people that have their own business. So they will come on the show, and I pretty much interview them and ask them how they got started. So
you telling me that if they got a business, they want to get the word out that they can come on your show and promote their business?
Of course.
With an interview?
Of course.
Wow.
Sit down and let me get the tea on them.
Okay. So you this is not your first show?
Actually, this is actually my second show.
Okay. All right. So like you're doing big then. You helping out the locals? Is it just locals, or you anybody that has has their own business can come on the show?
Pretty much.
Wow.
It can be anybody in North Carolina, any state. People in Virginia. I know a lot of people there. So I reached out to them. Hey, when you get the word out down, hit us up.
Wow. And so what they got to do to get in contact with you?
Pretty much all they have to do is get in contact with me at my phone number is 252-558-7356. Or if they can't reach me on that, they can also leave a voicemail, or my email, jbaltroe23@gmail.com. And then I will probably respond within an hour or two, and we'll go from there. I get a bio about them, ask them about themselves, and they say, set up an appointment when they want to come.
And what made you get into this called Success? What is that actually about?
What is Success actually about?
Yes. What made you come up with the topic Success for business owners?
Success. What made me come up with the topic Success? Pretty much it just came to mind, and it's a lot of people out here that we don't even know have their own businesses, and they never really got a chance to put it out. So why not talk to me and I get the stuff on you. Plain and simple.
Hold on, I think we have a guest. Hold on. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, welcome to Success.
Hey, how are you?
We are doing good. How about you?
I'm good.
That's wonderful. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well.
You know, I'm still trying to get this grogginess out my voice, so I'm good. I'm good. Doing wonderful
yeah,
on this Saturday. Exactly, right?
Yes. Yes, yes. And it's great. It's beautiful on the outside.
It's beautiful, wonderful on the outside, and everything else. So, Steph, tell me a little bit about yourself and your business.
Well, my name is Stephanie Worsley. Let me put that Worsley in there. My name is Stephanie Worsley Smith.
See, Worsley's over here.
I am the owner and operator of Image One Studio Plus Photography and Videography. The plus is, a lot of people ask me, what's the plus for? The plus means I do more than just videography and photography. I do a website. I do graphic designs, logos, all of that marketing. Anything dealing with marketing, that's what I do. But right now, I'm pretty much focused on my videography and photography business. We've been doing videography now for about 15 years. I started out in my church. That's like the very first place I started doing videography. And, we did that for some years, for a lot of years. And then my husband and I decided to step out. One day I ended up, I started taking pictures like with my cell phone of my pastor, and I wanted to just, put her pictures and stuff out. And I didn't like my pictures off my cell phone, so I was like, okay, it's time for me to upgrade, blah, blah, this. And everybody kept telling me, you need a DSLR camera. I did not know how to use a DSLR camera. So, I kept doing my phone pictures, and the more I kept looking at my pictures, the more I did not like them. So I wanted them more professional. So I ended up investing in one. And I ended up started taking my pictures with the DSLR camera for maybe about a year. I never posted my pictures, any of that. It was, everything I did was pretty much in-house. And as soon as I posted one picture on Facebook, my photography business just took off. And I have been doing photography ever since. And that was back in, I posted that picture the end of 2014, and I started doing, I walked into my business, my professional business, my own, in 2015 with my first wedding. My husband and I, we did our first wedding, and then from there, it's been on. I actually did not think my photography business would take off like that, because I honestly wanted my videography business to, because I'm more of a videography. I'm more of a videographer person. So I wanted that to take off, but my photography business took off, so that's what I wrote. Wherever the Lord took it, that's where I went. I followed, because He knows. And it's been doing well. It's been doing great. Now I'm more excited than I've ever been, because I've learned much through the years, my mistakes, and I always wanted my pictures to have that. There was a certain look that I wanted my pictures to have, and now that I'm getting that look, I'm super, super, super excited about it.
That is awesome, Stephanie. And you take absolute beautiful wedding pictures.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Wedding is like my top clientele. I never knew, when I went in, I had no idea that I would be doing wedding pictures like I'm doing, but they're a lot weddings is my top clientele. You know, I get a lot of calls to do weddings. But what I am learning, because last year my husband and I, we did, I think it was 20 plus weddings. So, but what I'm finding out is it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So now I'm just learning, you know, not to take on as many, because I want to, weddings is like that you don't want to mess up nobody's wedding, you know, and when you do weddings, you want to make sure you give them the best that you absolutely have. And sometimes when you have a lot of weddings like that, because weddings is like real big, you know, you have so many pictures, you have so many, as far as videography, you have so many videos that you have to edit, and it takes a while. So you don't want to rush through that. You know, you don't want to rush through that. And I found myself rushing through that because, like, I was doing one wedding, you know, and not spacing my time out. So now this year I'm not doing that. I'm spacing my weddings out. So there are some I have completely turned down. You know, you try not to turn down anything, but because those that I have, if it's going to come between, you know, me and what I do, because right now I'm the only one that's doing the editing and all that, so I have to space myself out. Because if not, it's going to take a while for my clients to get their products, and that's something I do not want to do this year. So I don't want to have nobody's pictures and videos, none of that out for a long period of time. And the reason why that was because, you know, as I said, I was the only one doing everything, and then I had all the weddings behind, you know, so I can't do that anymore. So I'm learning that, you know, being in business, you learn how to process things, and you learn how to give yourself space, because when you start out, you're excited and you just take on. Everybody's calling you. You're excited that your business is out there. People are calling you. You don't look at, okay, well, I have to do this. I have to do that. Only thing you see is if that date is available, I can do it, you know. And then after the fact, you realize I should have just let that one pass. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm learning. I've learned, but I'm excited. I'm excited. So far, everybody is loving their pictures, so I'm excited because my clientele, my clients is my top priority. My clients are always my top priority.
That's awesome and amazing, you know. And for you guys that doesn't know, she actually did me and my husband's pictures, and they came out absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
This dude will catch you off guard. And those are like my favorite ones of you, because when you take pictures, even with your clients, and you know when people actually look at, oh, she gets the off guard ones, because the off guard ones are actually the more funnier ones, and they're more memorable. So you can sit back. Oh, I didn't know I was looking like this.
Exactly.
So you are doing wonderful. You and your husband have a business, and I love it. So just be on the lookout when it's time for me and Chauncey to renew our, please hit.
Thank you.
And Stephanie, I have a question for you. Was this always a dream of yours to have your own video photographer business?
It was. Actually, like I said, videography was what I really wanted to step into. Photography just came along with the package, and only because I wanted to learn media as a whole. I feel like anyone who's in media, I started at media in my church. And so anybody who's in media, I would suggest them learning media as a whole and not just one piece. Because when I started out with one piece, and that was videography. And then photography, and somewhere down the line, I needed photography, you know. So one of the guys in my church, his name is Sponsor Clark. He started out taking pictures, and then his job, because of his job, he wasn't there like a lot of Sundays that I needed him. So that's how I really got into it. But he's really, really good, really an amazing photographer. So that's one reason why I really stepped into it. And like I said, I started doing it with my phone because he was doing it with his camera. And I started doing mine with my phone. And I did it with my phone for maybe a couple of years. And the more I got into it, the deeper I got into media, the more I do not like my pictures. So I knew it was time for me to upgrade to something better. And that's when I ended up getting the DSLR camera, my Canon. And I started taking pictures, and I loved the way my pictures were. I loved the way the pictures were. Was I nervous? Yes. Because, first of all, that was a big camera. I knew nothing about all the whistles, the buttons, all of them. I did not know anything about. So YouTube really became my best friend. YouTube has always been my best friend, but it really became my best friend. A lot of things I learned by myself from YouTube, and thank God now I have a mentor. His name is Maurice Ellison. A lot of people know him. He's a great photographer, great videographer. So with him, he's teaching me certain things, and now that I'm under him, I see a great big difference in my work. I see a huge difference. And when you see a huge difference, it makes you want to go back and do stuff all over again, because you want all your pictures to look like the pictures now.
Okay. And I knew about the video and the photographer, but I didn't know that you're doing like logos and other content as well. Can you get into more details about that?
Yes, that's what I started out. I started out building websites. Like I said, I didn't know anything about media, but I wanted to learn how to build websites. So I started out doing that through Earthlink, and a lot of trial and errors. But I've learned, I stayed with it until now. I learned how to do it. Like I said, I build websites for not just for ministries, for companies, personal websites. Just if you want a page, I can do a page. Business page. We build logos. I'm very well known with Photoshop. All of that. As far as video, Adobe is what I normally use. Anything dealing with Adobe, that's what I pretty much use. But I build, stationery, letterheads, business cards, all of that. That's what I do. And not only that, but I also work on computers. I want to build my own computer from scratch, but I work on computers as well. Restore computers. I remove hard drives, put hard drives back in, remove memory sticks, put memory sticks back in, all of that.
Awesome. You just a jack of all trades, Stephanie. I love it.
Yeah, that is what I started out doing. That was my first. I'm just a tech person. Anything techy, anything dealing with media, that's me. That's my heart. And of course, music will always be my number one. Music will always be number one with me. But right now, that's like my go-to.
You are all. So, what's the farthest you travel for your when you do weddings and stuff? What's the farthest you travel?
Now, the farthest that we travel so far has been Charlotte. Now, we will travel. We will go to New York, Canada if we have to. If you want us, we'll travel. I give you my price, and if you accept that price, of course, your travel pay going to be in there, but your travel price going to be in there. But, if you accept the price, we'll go.
Oh,
okay.
No place is too far.
And something else I think the crowd would like to hear is about, we have a clothing line out as well, I believe.
Who now?
A clothing line?
Oh, yes, my clothing line. Thank you. I just came out this year with my clothing line. My clothing line is Focus. I was sitting home last year, just sitting in here editing pictures, and the Lord dropped in my spirit, focus, just the word focus. Just focus. And I was like, wow, I always wanted to do a T-shirt line. That was something I always wanted to do. I did not know at the time what I wanted to do. So I was sitting here editing, and just singing a song. Sometimes I'll do that. And I saw the word focus just as plain as day. And I was like, wow, focus. And every time I turn around, that's all I was hearing. Everybody was talking about, you got to focus, 2019, you got to stay focused. You got to stay. And I was like, oh, my God, And I told my husband, I said, babe, that's my clothing line. I said, focus is that one word, focus. I said, that's my clothing line. And I started, I created my design, got into Shopify, created my design, put them on a T-shirt, and now they're out there, and they're selling. They are selling. So I know I'm on the right, I know I'm on the right road because, like I said, every time I turn around, everybody's telling me, you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused. And I was like, OMG. I was like, God, thank you. I didn't want to just put something out there. I wanted something different. And the word focus just came to me. So I always encourage people on Facebook. I always try to encourage people. I always try to. So I say, hey, why not do it through a T-shirt? So stay focused. Yeah. So that is pretty much that's what I do. I put my encouragement on my T-shirt and around the word focus. So I try to put a positive line out there.
Can you hold on 1 second? I think we have another caller. Hey, caller, Are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
And who do we have?
I am Latricia Worthley Sumner.
Oh, there go another Worthley.
Another Worthley.
But my husband messes with me. He says, you're not a Worthley. I'm sorry. I'm going to carry my name.
Don't feel bad. Mine's the same.
Team Worthley. Well, hello, Latricia. Did I say it right?
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Yes, that's fine. Jamila.
I'm fine, too. My last name Worthley, too.
Yes.
I told you Team Worthley taking over this morning. So,
that's right.
I am excited about you coming on the show. So
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So please tell me a little bit about your business.
Well, my business is Sumner's Eye Photography. I kind of grew up, carrying around a camera in my hand, taking pictures, and, I thought it was always important to capture memories and capture moments because you'll be able to go back and look at those moments years down the road. And I've always been able to supply all my nieces and nephews with, school projects and pictures for their school projects that they need because I had every detail of their life and things that went on around us. And once I finished school, I had never considered, trying to turn a hobby into a professional work until I finished my associate's degree a few years ago. And the closer I got to finishing, it was like, okay, this took up so much of your time, what are you going to do next? You had time, to do something extra. So what can you do extra to build upon, your family and make, things better for your house? And, I prayed and asked God, and he said, why don't you make your photography a professional, gig? And I'm like, and really he said, invest in photography. So what I did, I went out and I bought some professional equipment, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. I really didn't know what to get. Yes. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I think, Stephanie, we were around the same time, getting started or God just pushing us out there, you before me a little bit earlier, but, it's like you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call, so you just jump out there and you get something. Yes, and so, Sumner's Eye, the theme behind it, it's my vision. I had to understand that my sight, what I see, is not going to be what everybody else sees, and that, I have to, go for what I see and capture those memories and moments.
Okay, so Latricia, is there anything that you won't do as far as photographer, or you just doing locals' weddings, or you pretty much game to do anything as far as photographer?
I can't say that I'll do anything. To be honest, I have not stepped into the realm of weddings yet, and that's not because I won't do it, but I just have not had the opportunity to have someone reach out to me for weddings.
It has presented itself.
Say that again.
I said the opportunity haven't presented itself yet to you.
Right.
But
right.
When it does happen, you will be a great photographer for weddings. They're amazing. Like I was telling Stephanie, the best ones are the off-guard ones, because you get to look back, and like I stated earlier to Stephanie, those are the best and funnier ones, because you're like, I was really making that face.
Those and that is my view. That's what I see. People don't. A lot of times when you're taking people's pictures, they want to stand the perfect way or look the perfect way and smile the perfect way. I love off-guard pictures. Like, I'll just snap at any moment of you doing anything, and once that person sees the picture, like, oh, wow, that is nice. Because, yes, off-guards are lovely. That's my favorite type of photo to take. That's my favorite
photo to take.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
That's my favorite type of image to capture, is a person doing something that, making a look that they didn't think. They can go back and look and like, wow, I look like that, but that looks good.
It was funny, and I clown Stephanie every time I see her, because when I got married, I didn't know I rolled my eyes, and the look I was giving the preacher, like, can you hurry up? I'm like, I made that face for real? I had rolled my eyes. My face was all frowned. I'm like, why was I looking like that?
Right, but you needed to see that. That's a memory that you'll always have. You can go back and say, this is what I was feeling.
Always. And I was still nervous that day, too.
So, Trisha, are you willing to travel for your business?
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely.
How far are you willing to go?
Anywhere the Lord, takes me, I'll go, as long as it's, okay, and I'm fine with that, because opportunity, you just don't know what God will what kind of opportunities God will present you with, as far as your business. And business is not just based around your local area. You could get, he could bless you to go beyond your area. It's kind of small-minded when we think that we just have to stay in this area for business, when there's so much more opportunities in different places. But my main thing is always, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said that is true, but there are some people that when you ask, they'd be like, no, I'm just going to keep it around the area. So that's why we ask, how far are you willing to travel? Because there may be somebody listening that could be in New York, and they may be looking for a photographer. And they need to know, she's a photographer, but is she willing to travel to New York to do her business? So it's good to know and put it out there, because that's the biggest thing to me, is are you willing to travel?
Right.
Absolutely.
Patricia.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I am, as a matter of fact, you were talking about weddings not being presented to you. I actually was going to give you a call tomorrow. It was either going to be tomorrow or Monday. I have a wedding in Rocky Mount that I want you to help me with.
Oh, wow.
About you. I was talking
I've been waiting on that teamwork.
You. Yes, I have. I was talking to my husband last night about you.
Look, I have been waiting. I have been waiting on that teamwork.
Have you? Well, we're about to work together. I was going to reach out to you because I need
I
a
appreciate it.
And I was definitely going to give you a call, and you're right there in the Rocky Mount area. And
Right.
she takes some wonderful. I am so proud of her. Y'all, this is my
I appreciate
cousin,
you.
and I am so proud of her. She takes some wonderful pictures. Wonderful pictures.
I'm just trying to be like you. I'm trying to be where you are.
You are good. You are doing good.
And see, Trisha,
Yes.
I mentioned this to Stephanie a while back about you two getting together and doing some pictures, and she just reached out to you about that. I think that's gonna be wonderful. The Worsleys getting together
You know what?
and
When
teaming
y'all
up.
let me know.
That's wonderful. I'm excited about that.
Right. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you getting on her back about that. I've just been waiting.
See what God do for you on Success, Trisha? Damn.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
See what God just did for you on Success? Right on live too.
I'm
See?
sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't hear. Say that again.
She said, "You see what God did for you on Success."
Right on live radio. That's right. That means she definitely has to hold to her word, right?
She came back out of that.
I'm definitely going to.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
But Trish, I got a question that I want to. It's not really a question. I just want you to. There are other people out here that have that same mindset that they want to have their own business, whether it's a photographer or whatever type of business it is. What encouraging words can you give to them to stay focused and determined to carry on with their business regardless of what may come their way?
Oh, gosh. So many of us, and I say us because there are times where I still do, but I always have to go back to have to think about God's promises, and everybody might not, have a level of faith. But, for us who God just pushes us out there and tells us to just go forth, you have to, your mentality has to be that you're not concerned with others around you and what they're doing, or you can't let other people's businesses and what they're doing discourage you or feel like you're not good enough. Get your mentality at a place where you know who you are, you know what you're supposed to do, and that it's going to work for you, because it's so easy to be discouraged by you see this big name person and theirs appears to be going a little bit better than yours at the moment, but there's a person and people and clientele set up just for you, and there's clientele set up just for them. There's room for everybody. And so focus on what you're doing for your business and watch it grow. And the main thing is to include God in it first.
Correct.
Tell him what you need, tell him what you want, put him at the forefront, lay it out, write it down, write your vision, and just stick with it. Don't worry about everything else around you and everyone else around you. Stay focused on yours. It's a mentality type of thing that you have to focus on.
That's right. And Stephanie,
I was about to ask
Yes.
the same thing.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
But the same question applies to you, but I don't want you to tell me. I want you to sing it, because there's a lot of people out here that might know you do videography and you do photos,
But she can
but
sing.
she can sing as well. So they got to be a song. It's got to be an encouraging song that you can sing to encourage them.
You want me to? I know that.
That's a little.
My mom is here, and she's giving me a song that I don't even know. Oh wow, you really put me on the spot. Oh geez. Oh wow.
You be on Facebook singing. Hey, encouraging. It's a song out there that's encouraging to somebody. Just blow it for them.
Oh my goodness. Let me think. Oh my geez. That's so wrong. Yeah, I want something. My mom was giving me some songs. Oh wow. Let me think. You put me on the spot. When you put me on, my mind went blank. Y'all throw some songs out.
Let me think. I'm trying to think of what I've heard then.
I'm about to say.
Oh, geez.
I think everybody mind went blank when you said that.
You did.
Yeah.
My mind went totally blank. And this one is by Tasha Cobbs that I do all the time.
And I
cannot even think of the song. Wow. But while we'll let me talk it right now, maybe it'll come through. Maybe it'll come to me. But I want to tell everybody, if you can see it, you can be it. You know? If you
I like that.
You can have it. It's
there you
yours.
go.
It's yours. If you want it, you can have it. If you see it, I'm just making up words. You can be it. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. You know, you got to tell yourself, it's mine.
That's right.
If you want it, you can have it. But you have to believe in it. And you have to step out. Faith without works is dead. So if you have faith, right, and if you step out on it, God will open up the door. I stepped out with, and this is my testimony. When I stepped out in my business, I had no money whatsoever. None
Amen.
whatsoever. But
right.
my faith was my money. My faith paid for my business to get started. My faith paid for my business to get started. And like I did, I went out and I just stepped out. I read up on marketing. Like I put my pictures on, it was Facebook. I put my picture on Facebook. And when I put my pictures on Facebook, it took off. You know, it took off. And as I stepped out, when I stepped out, God blew my mind. This was something I've been wanting to do for some years, but I was afraid to step out because I was afraid that it was going to fail. But I want to talk to someone who may be afraid of failure. I think it was one of my grandmothers told me, nothing beats a failure but a try. So if you fail, keep trying. That try is going to work. That try is going to work. Look at your failure as a place to grow. You may fail in something, but okay, I mustn't do something right, so I'm going to try again. And my mom said, stay focused on God. That's the main purpose. That's the main one. Put Him first. Put Him first and step out there. And I always tell people, you're never too old to do anything. I'll tell my
that's
right. If you have a dream, step out there and do it. You're never too old to do anything. Now, one thing my grandmother Ida Mae told me, she said, age ain't nothing but a number. And that thing has always stuck with me. She said, hey, I used to mess with her because we know my grandma used to like her jewelry and used to love to look good. And I would always mess with her. And she said, age ain't nothing but a number. And that thing stuck with me. Up now, I was younger then, but it sticks with me. And I can still hear her say it. Age ain't nothing but a number. Step out there. You can have your own. As a matter of fact, God wants you to have your own. He gave everybody dreams. He gave everybody visions. You have to step out there, and you have to do it. Don't focus on nobody else, but you focus on yours because we get discouraged when we focus on other people and we seem like their stuff is working and mine ain't. Well, focus on yours. Focus on yours and try to make yours work. And, you'll see it. You'll definitely see it blossom. You'll see it blossom. But you got to have faith. You got to have faith, and you have to see it. Like I said, you see it, you can be it.
And can I add to that, if you all don't mind?
Go for it.
Another thing is don't quit, because so many times, you when you're focused on others, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna quit. I can't do this. No, don't quit, because every time you try to quit, God is only gonna drop something to you. He's gonna throw stuff at you where you can't stop.
Exactly.
You can't stop, and you can't quit. So don't even get in your mind that you want to quit. Keep going. Keep pushing. Because quitting it can't be an option. You'll never be happy if you choose to quit.
Exactly. And I'm going to add to that as well, Trisha. Like you said, you can't quit because God actually put you in that position to do it, or God showed you that and he wants you to do it.
Right.
Yeah. So you can never give up. Failure's not an option. You stay focused, like Stephanie just said. And like you just said, don't give up, because the best is yet to come.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he blew Stephanie's mind, he can blow all of our minds.
Exactly. And learn your business. Always have learn whatever you're stepping out into. Learn your business. Success is not about the money. It's about what you have.
That's right.
Yes.
If you know how to keep it successful, everything else will flow. So I always tell people, learn what it is that you're trying to do. Make sure you know how to do it. Don't jump into it for the money, because then if you jump into it and all you look at is money, it's not going to grow. It's not going to grow.
That's right.
But learn your business and learn how to make it successful.
And Stephanie, that's one of the biggest things I hear people say is, I want to do this, but I don't have the money. And I was one of those people that had a dream, and I was like, man, I can't follow this dream because I don't have the money. Up until about 2 months ago, when I started planning out my dream, it hasn't came out yet, but God and I are still working on it, and it's going to come out soon. But I had to realize that myself, that it's not money. But you got to do. If God put it in your heart to do it, whatever you need for Him, whatever you need to do it, He's going to put it out there for you to do it.
He most certainly will.
That's right.
He most certainly will. He just wanted to see you step out, and that's what I had to do. One day, my back was against the wall. I kept talking about it, and I kept talking about it, and I had people who kept telling me, "Well, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it." And every time I tried to put that foot out there to do it, our fear would grab me, and I was like, "Nah." But then one day, I had no choice but to do it. If I wanted to survive, I had no choice but to do it. And when I stepped out, when I tell you God blew my mind, I was riding in my car, and I said, wow. I said, God, I was my only holdup. It wasn't nobody. I said, I was my only holdup. All I had to do was step out. Because when I stepped out, I mean, it was like, to me, it's like he had folks lined up. He already had people lined up. He was just waiting for me to step into position.
That's right.
And when I stepped into position, that's, everything else flowed. I mean, it literally blew my mind.
You had those people waiting on you.
He did.
And now the worship cousin going to team up and do a wedding together?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm definitely down. I definitely would be there for that. I got to be there for that.
Yes, we need a team. I definitely need a team. I've been trying to do this. Even my mom was going to come down here. My mom said, I'll come down here and help you. I mean,
oh, wow.
Literally, it has really consumed me because I didn't have a team. So this year, this is what I'm working on, because I can't do it by myself. I cannot. I can't do it by myself. I tried, and there's no way. I can't do it by myself. So this year, I'm definitely working on a team.
So, Steph.
Wow.
Yes.
Since you already got Trish, you might as well get Chauncey too.
I know. I did not know Chauncey did video until he told me.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes, Chauncey does video. He used to do it. I did not know until he told me. And I was like,
okay. All right.
Yeah. So
that's awesome information.
I was telling my, me and my husband was talking, and now when I go out to do weddings, I want to have at least 2 or 3 photographers and 2 videographers.
Right.
So therefore, and another thing, never cheat yourself. And I had to learn how to do that.
Oh, yes,
never
Lord.
cheat yourself. I had to learn. Prices was my OMG. When I started out doing weddings for $200, I was like, and I found out, I started out doing weddings for $200, $250.
Oh my God!
And yeah, because I was afraid to throw them prices out there, afraid of getting turned down. Now I am not afraid. I'm like this.
Honest,
what's for me is for me.
To be honest,
I
had thoughts of doing things like that, but when you sit down and people don't understand the work of our type of work, it's not Portrait Innovations work. They got machines, all this other stuff that do everything for them. But those nights where you're sitting at the table working and you don't go to sleep until 6 a.m. or don't go to sleep at all, editing pictures, it's a lot of work into what you do. And $200 for a wedding, regardless if you're starting out or not, it just can't work.
Yeah,
but that's the small-minded mentality, or the afraid of failure that you're talking about. You're scared that I haven't done this, so I'm not gonna do this for much because I might just mess up. But like you said, learn your work. Yeah. And don't be afraid to step out there and put God first, because He's gonna make it right. He's gonna send you out there, and you're gonna be amazed at yourself.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, that is hilarious.
I took those prices up real quick. Once I learned, I took them up. I said, I cannot do that. I can't even starting out. Don't cheat yourself, because I did. My husband was like, you need to take those prices up. He did. He was like, you need to take those, and like he said, because I had never done it. Done it. I was afraid to charge high because I didn't know how things was going to come out. And like I said, weddings is a special day to me. So I stuck with the low price. And then when I found out all the work and stuff I had to do, I was like, oh, my God, I was actually giving them their wedding for free. That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
Giving them their wedding.
Girl, you blessed their life.
Yeah, I did. I blessed their life, but I had to, but I took it up, I have to. And people don't understand. Like I always tell them, it's the time, Our time begins after the wedding. That's when our real time, that's when everything begins, after the wedding. That day, we're taking the pictures. It's more than just standing behind a camera snapping. I told them the real work begins when we get home, and we put that stuff in our computer, and we start editing. Like you said, the sleepless nights, all day, missing this, missing that, because you're trying to get everybody's stuff out at a certain time.
Right.
Yeah. So, like I said, this year I will be working on a team, because I cannot do it. I cannot do it by myself. And last year has taught me a whole lot. Like I said, we was doing wedding after weddings after weddings, and this year I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, I space my weddings out. I can't do it like that. Now I've just learned. I have this mentality: quality is better than quantity.
Than quantity, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, Trisha and Stephanie, my voice keep going in and out. Y'all done made me so happy. My voice is. But like I'm saying, I really thank both of y'all for actually stopping by and chatting with me on my second show. It was a pleasure. I enjoyed the both of y'all. Steph, next time I get you, I like a song. But I'm not going to put you on the spotlight now. I'm going to give you a heads up.
Okay. And tell my little man happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, I got one more birthday to go. Me and the youngest baby, he will be 7 Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
And Charles, I just want to tell y'all, you guys are doing an amazing job. Charles, you step out there, you're doing, every time I turn around, I see you somewhere. I see you on Facebook. You're out there, you're doing it. And I want to keep doing what you're doing. Step out. And that dream is going to come to pass. And you go forth in it. Go forth in it. Don't let no one stay around positive people. Stay around positive people and keep pushing. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank y'all so
Thank
much.
you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I hope that this is just as successful as you want it to be and takes you, well, as that God pushes it out there way beyond what you ever thought it would be.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
I got it fine. I'm hoping and praying. So thank y'all for that encouragement word, and I will talk to y'all soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Okay.
All right, you guys. That was the end of my show. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And LC, you asked me something before we started. What made me come up with success, or why did I want success? Like I stated, prime example right here. You saw two ladies that didn't have money in the world, and now they have a really great business. So that's why I wanted, because of that. Because you know what people are going through, what people went through to get where they are today. So success.
There you heard it.
There you heard it. I will see y'all on another show. Until then, y'all have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.
J. Pooh.